Jets at Cowboys, Sunday afternoon. The line has moved to a whopping 9.5. And we've talked a lot this week about Zach's challenge against the Cowboys defense. But let's flip it. Do we think Dak is going to struggle against the Jets defense, bro?
I think struggle is a strong word because I think they're going to win fairly handily. I mean, the Jets could cover, but I don't think it'll really be in doubt. But the Jets have a very good defense. Like, I think the strategy for Dallas, I think how they're going to win is they run the football. Their defense is great. They run the football. And I think Dak throws for maybe 190 to 210 yards. That's all I'm thinking. One touchdown, one pick. I mean, this is what I'm thinking. I mean, and look, the Jets defense, Dusty, graphic. The Jets defense is great. And in their pass defense in particular, last year they gave up the fewest amount of touchdowns in the league. Passing yards, second fewest amount of yards per game. And the passer rating of the opposing quarterback, second best in the league. So the Jets defense is going to keep them relatively close. And yeah, I just think Dak will be a little better than he was against the Giants.
What the way you outlined the Cowboys winning is right, and that's the way that they've won with Dak, especially early in his career. The problem is Dak's been paid like a top-flight quarterback, and Dak in his mind is a top-flight quarterback.
Correct.
And when you go into a game like that, there's an ego component to this of, let me show everybody what I can do against this really good defense. And that, to me, is where he can get into a lot of trouble. The Jets' defensive line, so they're too deep on the defensive line. They can generate pressure with both sets of guys that are in there. And then there's a lot of things that they can do, too, from a coverage standpoint, and the guys that they have in coverage that can create problems as well. So if Dak's willing to stay to the script, I think I think he'll be fine, and it won't be that impressive. And the numbers weren't that impressive against the Giants. Right. I feel like he sees his name on the marquee, and the last thing he wants to do is be
boring,
a supporting actor and boring.
Okay.
So you think he's going to go out off the script and struggle?
I feel like the biggest mistake he can make is playing to his ego and trying to do and that's what happened last season too with those picks. He's got to get over that fact and just be about how he has to win.
Week 17 in Washington. Remember last game of the season? Yeah. They're like, hey, you looking ahead to the playoffs? Like, no, we're focused. 128 yards, 1 TD, 1 pick. Okay, so he goes in the playoff. Then it's the infamous one team's boring game. He lights up Tampa Bay, 4 touchdowns, 305 yards. San Francisco, 206 yards, 1 touchdown. Week 1 against the Giants, 54% of his passes completed, 143 yards. Now, you want him to throw for 190 yards and a touchdown, which would be 4 of the last 5 games he played in, just being ho-hum, mediocre, America's team, Super Bowl or bust. I'm out here game managing wins.
And
Micah Parsons is the star.
When I said 190 and you was like, really? I thought you meant that was low.
No, I just wanted to air it out. You're going to the Super Bowl like, I like Trent Dilfer, but this is the narrative.
That's exactly, if that's what Dak's thinking, that's where he's going to get no problem. I can't be boring. I've got to light it up.
He can be win.
Winning.
That's all that
put
matters.
Cooper Rush
Winning
in.
is not
You want someone to throw
boring.
for 140 yards, put Cooper Rush in.
When Cooper Rush was the quarterback last year, people were excited. No. People were hyped up about the Cowboys when Cooper Rush was managing the game. Let Tony Pollard shine. Let Tony Pollard shine.
I'm Dak Prescott. I want to shine. I'm the quarterback of what used to be America's team.
That's exactly what it'll be, and then they'll get lit up.
That's what's in his ear. That's eating him up.
Yeah.
All right.
Okay, let's turn our attention to Zach Wilson. In relief of Aaron Rodgers, he completed 67% of his passes, threw a kind of lucky touchdown, and had an interception. But hey, he's optimistic. Coach, what's a successful game for Zach Wilson?
We were talking before the segment about what his brand is. His brand should be boring. He should embrace boring as you can possibly be, and I think he'd be really good at it. And it's great that he has Aaron Rodgers there and that he can learn from him. And you wish he had a veteran presence early in his career because I think that would have helped him. And hopefully he's made progress. But you can't duplicate Aaron Rodgers' genetics. You have what you have. And the best thing that he can do is what he did last year against Buffalo. So sandwiched in between those 2 New England games, he had a really good game against Buffalo in the sense that he completed 70% of his passes. He had 101 quarterback rating. He had 1 touchdown. Now, that touchdown was a screen pass, but it was a touchdown pass. He had no interceptions. It was a very efficient clean game, which allowed the defense and the running game and everybody else to do what they needed to do. And he wasn't the reason that they lost the game. So embrace the boring.
Okay.
And that can be his
the
brand.
boring.
I hear you, Coach, and that would be nice. But do you think he's a boring guy? I don't, and I don't know him personally, but I don't see boring in him. His mom was out there early in his career talking a lot. I'm just saying, look, he's a handsome kid. Okay. He had his little personality issues at the press conferences. He's not boring, and the guy he's emulating is not boring. I mean, he's emulating Aaron Rodgers.
Yes,
all right?
He's not boring.
Hopefully on the field, not all the stuff off the field. You have to do every little thing. But I don't think he's boring. I think you're right. That would be great if that's what he would do, and that'd be a good game. Because I'll tell you this. At first I thought, just a win, which is unlikely. But
nice.
Even if they win, let's say he's atrocious and they win.
What the heck?
I think the Jets are saying, now that might be hard to win with him playing badly, but I think the Jets would be like, okay, we really got something here, right? We beaten Buffalo and Dallas with no quarterback play. Let's go get somebody now. Like we could actually go further than we thought. So I think I think what Coach said is right. Like, he's got to have an efficient game.
Yep.
If no turnovers, or if you have one pick, you got to counter it with, I'd say, 2 touchdown passes.
Here's the thing, bro.
And he has to run.
And run.
He has to run.
It's a run,
use
throw
your
2 touchdown
mobility.
passes, not
Use
be
your
boring.
mobility to get away from the pass.
Escapability.
Yes, that's one thing he does have.
Daniel
over
Jones
Rodgers.
is faster, and it didn't work for him, though. All right, so here's the thing. If I'm Robert Saleh, I go to Zach Wilson and say, hey, can you throw a touchdown and not throw an interception? And Zach Wilson is going to say, yes, I've done that 4 times in my career. So only 4 times has he thrown a touchdown and not had an interception.
So you're saying there's a chance.
Can you throw 2 touchdowns and throw 0 interceptions? And you know what he's going to say?
No.
Yes, I can. December 22nd, 2020, against Central Florida in the Boca Raton Bowl. That's the last time.
Central Florida.
That was a great
That's
game.
the last time he threw 2 touchdowns or more than 1 touchdown with no interceptions. So the ceiling is pretty low. I guess we're going to try to get 1 touchdown. That seems to be his professional ceiling.
I
with
would
no
take
interceptions.
2 touchdowns and 1 pick. I would take that.
Okay.
I don't know. Just get out of the way of everybody else and give the team a chance to win. And
No
don't
picks.
be the reason they lose the game.
No picks. Check
Don't be
in on
that
the
guy.
other New York team, Giants, almost 5-point favorites in Arizona, still licking their wounds after a 40-0 dismantling.
Brutal.
It wasn't great. Coach, come on, give us a take here. Do the Giants need a statement win? A statement win. Not like, 20-18. They just lost 40-0.
I know I'm in Nick's seat, and I know that I'm supposed to maybe present like the Mahomes Mountain, present the tears, and pontificate, and make, maybe...
Banners. You got banners?
I don't have bugle boys or banners, but I can't do it. What the Giants need to do is they just need to go down and figure out a way to win. And then the second thing they need to do is they need to be clean in every area. It was so bad in so many areas.
Yeah.
Just be clean. And the third thing is they got to stay healthy. They've got San Francisco on Thursday night. This goes from this challenge to the 49ers. So if they get dinged up in this game, it's going to be extremely problematic the following Thursday.
I hear you. It's the NFL. A win is a win, right? But I'm with you. They need a statement win.
Yes.
Why?
Here's why. The stench of 40-0 is all over them. It's all over the city, all right? With Rodgers getting hurt, now the emphasis is on the Giants. That stench is throughout the city. The only way you get
Is
it
that
off
what that
you-
stench is when I walk
That's
around
what
the
you
city?
smell
That's
when
the
you're
Giant?
in
Okay.
New York. But the only way to get it off is a blowout. You're playing Arizona. Is Arizona even trying to win?
Yes, they are.
actually look pretty good.
They were
against
all
your
over my
Commanders.
guys.
All
Sam
over your
Howell.
feisty Commanders.
I was stunned by
Frisky,
that.
sorry.
But I don't think they're good. I don't know that they're trying to win. Joshua Dobbs, God bless him, but they need coach. And like you said, they're going to San Francisco on short rest. Oh, they need confidence to build themselves up because if they blow out Arizona, people might be like, you know what? 40-0, we know that they're not that bad. Dallas not that good. It's just the first week of the season. It was just, an off night. If they barely beat Arizona, yeah, it's nice you got to win, but it's like.
But do you know
that
what's
was who
going to
they
be
were.
really
and
bad?
And San Francisco's going to blow them out if they barely beat Arizona.
But it's going to be so bad if they lose to Arizona.
Oh, that.
It's going to be epically bad if they lose to Arizona and then have to go into San Francisco coming off the
That'd be
stench
another
of the
40-0.
Yeah, so to me, just get over that first hump of winning. Otherwise, this could be problematic at a different level.
They got to blow them out, Coach. They have to.
Thanks for watching. Subscribe here to get more from the show and to check out clips from other shows on FS1.